The Diary of a Certified Psychopath. Off the crank. Another week, another wheel. Roused at 3:15 the third bell of this September's farewell Sabbath by Dr. Garmin's resonant call to a numb wrist. "Wake up, time to move," was the Morse-coded message that my semi-lucid subconscious suggested he was conveying. "Sorry," I silently buzzed back, "but I'm having trouble hearing you above the clamorous crescendos outside my bedroom window," which I'd little doubt were caused by the giant cranes stationed along Shoreham's grey-field building sites, hauling Herculean loads of scrap metal in their hydraulic iron jaws, then dumping them from vertiginous heights into galvanised steel containers. These cacophonous clatters were clearly audible over the distant drone from humanity's prevailing form of transport, and accompanied by one thrumming sit-on lawnmower, mass-culling several hectares of perfectly placed weeds, along with periodic skirmishes from a staggered fleet of Piper Cherokees, whose aspiring squadron commanders gleefully manoeuvred their magnificent flying machines around sun-kissed cumulus crests, desperate to perform at least one full loop-the-loop against the will of their temporary co-pilot before being ordered to relinquish control in the interests of accomplishing a safe landing. Kicked off with a freestyle romp and stomp down Harbour Way, followed by a smooth and wholly seated soft pedal over the river's silty banks, squeezing past an unleashed Samoyed, whilst politely pointing out to its owner that I'd take up more pedestrian space if I were walking beside my steed. Veered off a gridlocked high street and around the cobbled border of St. Mary's Heavenly Sanctuary, gliding beneath its leafy cloisters, which rustled cautionary odes in response to a restless southeasterly's pleas for redemption. 2 tight corners later, I found myself sandwiched between a pair of law-abiding boy racers, running their freshly valeted Ford Mondeo saloon and Fiat 500 line astern up Southdown Road, with enough room to swing a smart car between the bumper and boot. This carbon-conscious duo's low-emission vehicles were respectively mobilised by mild hybrid and electric energy, with the Ford featuring a torquey 2-litre petrol engine fused to its supplementary 48-volt DC motor, which was serviced by a small self-charging battery, whilst its capacious fuel tank could ingest up to 60 gallons of Shell's finest lead-free libations and burn it off over a typical distance of 2,500 miles, subject to surfaces, slopes and block headwinds. Current commodity costs aside, this compared favourably with the Fiat's relatively meagre 200-mile range, which the Endurance model extracted from a fully charged 42 kilowatt-hour battery. Between their well-oiled camshafts, these contemporary chariots churned out roughly 104,495% more mechanically broken horsepower than this mere mortal managed to sustain throughout his duty-bound grocery grab.